Earth and to have peace with Mother Earth. Our next speaker is Academy Award-winning actor and producer and a true film legend. He's also a legend for us here at the United Nations because he's been serving as our messenger of peace for the past 25 years. He has spoken passionately about the importance of nuclear nonproliferation and also halting the illicit trade in small arms. In addition to his remarks this morning, he will launch a video marking 75 years of UN peacekeeping that features a new poem titled Peace Begins With Me. Please join me in warmly welcoming Michael Douglas.
Melissa, thank you. Thank you so much. And to Secretary General Guterres and the United Nations, thank you for having me here today. But above all, thank you to the young people joining us from all over the world whose passion and commitment to the future has brought us here together today. It's an honor for me to join you in commemorating this year's International Day of Peace, a day devoted to strengthening the ideals of peace and diplomacy. And in the 75 years since the UN's creation, this work has never been more critical. It is a work we all must play, and one that I've spent a lifetime supporting. When I was 19, I heard a lecture by the visionary thinker Buckminster Fuller, and it was about his groundbreaking book, Operating Manual for Spaceship Earth. I recommend all of you to read it if you haven't done it. Fuller's premise was very simple. He imagined our planet as a vessel in space with finite resources and no user manual. It was up to us Earthlings to figure out how to operate it for the good of all humanity. It was an early experience that left me with a cosmic sense of awe at how small our world is, and a reminder that it's the only one we got. History is often told in terms of conflict and wars, but it is the work of institutions like the UN and people like yourselves that nurture and protect our small planet and everyone on it. Everyone here is living proof that wherever you come from and whatever your passion, you can make a meaningful difference. The important part is using your voice however you can. My career in film has given me a platform to engage with the important issues of our time, especially the task of nuclear disarmament. My involvement in nuclear issues goes back to 1979, when I made a movie called The China Syndrome about the nightmare scenario of a nuclear meltdown. The film is written as a horror story, and we were called alarmists for making it. But fiction became reality when the nuclear disaster at 3 Mile Island occurred just days after the film was released. And in our script outline, there were outlined 150 computer steps that need to go wrong for a meltdown scenario to occur. And at 3 Mile Island, which happened just days after the release of our movie, there was 140 of those computer states that were exactly the same. It was the worst commercial nuclear power plant accident in US history. And it was an epiphany for me as I came to understand the dangerous potential of nuclear technology. The personal impact was later underscored when I learned while doing research on my family history that the town in Belarus where my grandfather came from was completely eliminated as a result of downwind damage from the Chernobyl disaster. So began my journey to this organization. And for the past 25 years, I have lent my voice as a messenger of peace to help end the spread of weapons of all kinds in the hope that you and your children will have a world free of violence. Every generation has its own experience with the threat of nuclear technology. During World War II, it was the shocking use of nuclear bombs. For me, it was duck and cover drills hiding under wooden school desks in school. And then it was the tragedies of 3 Mile Island and Chernobyl. You are growing up in a world where nuclear weapons pose a clear and immediate risk. It has never been more important to build and sustain mechanisms for peaceful conflict resolution. Well, thankfully, we have important agreements, such as the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, but more needs to be done. A lifetime of engagement with these issues has made several things abundantly clear to me. We must get weapons of all kinds out of people's hands to end the cycle of meaningless violence. We must commit ourselves to combating global threats to human rights, democracy, and the rule of law. And we must address the root causes of violence, whether it be climate change, gender inequality, or racial injustice. Peace and sustainable development are inextricably linked. You cannot have one without the other, and you cannot have either without the participation of everyone. Today, as the world faces the largest number of conflicts since World War II, it is essential to have an organization like the UN on the vanguard of its work. Society is changing with incredible speed, and you are the ones who can best harness that change. You all hold enormous power to make this world a better place to live in. Whatever the failures of the generations past, we hope that you, the next generation to take up this responsibility, can help us right the ship. It is my honor to stand beside you in that work, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now I'm thrilled to introduce a video by the Department of Peace Operations, which features the UN peacekeepers and community leaders who are working tirelessly to end conflicts and promote peace around the world. I hope it inspires you to continue using your voices to create meaningful and lasting peace. Thank you very much.